Welcome to Voodoo Whiskey Gaming. This is my late review of Alienation on the PS4. So to start out, the story. Well, there really wasn't much of one, and what little bits of story you get, basically there was an alien invasion and you're fighting back. You get mission briefings as to why you're doing what you're doing for each one, but really there's not a ton of story in this game. As for the audio, I felt like all the sound effects really fit, and so did the music, but that having been said, they got really old, really fast, and I just started to tune them out almost completely. There's not a ton of voiceover work in this game either, and what there is mostly for the narratives prior to the missions, and it's okay. It's not terrible, it's not great, it's just kind of there. As for the gameplay mechanics, it's a co-op twin-stick shooter. There are some RPG elements as well. When you're playing co-op, this runs into the same problem that a lot of games run into, where if you have one incompetent player, he can really drag the whole thing down, and it makes it even worse when the host is the incompetent jackass. So if the host is the incompetent jackass on the team, it's really kind of punishing because he may run off in the wrong direction, and you're unfortunately teleported to wherever the hell he is. On the other hand, if you do get with some competent players, it's a lot of fun, and you can really enjoy the game. That's when the game gets fun. So playing it with friends and other people who you can really work with, that's where you want to be when you're playing this game. Now, as for the RPG element, it boils down to there are 3 classes, and each of them have their own abilities, and you can level those up as you go through the game. Unfortunately, I found myself shooting more than using my character's abilities, so I didn't find it all that important that those abilities were even there. If I do have one major complaint in the gameplay realm, it's the guns, the weapons in general. There weren't enough, to put it simply. And when it came down to the guns, well, they all felt pretty much the same. There wasn't a huge variety, and there were only a couple that actually stood out. Now the controls, they were actually really on point. I never had any major issues with them. I shot where I wanted to shoot, and the buttons did what I wanted them to do when I wanted them to do them. Lastly, the graphics. This game is pretty good looking. I was actually pretty blown away at how good it looked, all things considered. I mean, it's not AAA beautiful, but it is a good looking game. It's very bright, it's very colorful, it's very arcadey. The only major glitch I ran into while playing was one of the times I was revived, I fell through the map and died again, and couldn't be revived for quite a while. They had to reach a new checkpoint, and that brought my body back to the surface to be revived. At the end of the day, this game was a lot of fun, but I can't really say you'd get your money's worth out of it. If it was like 20 to 25% off, absolutely it would be worth it, but at full price right now, I'm just not comfortable fully recommending it. So in the comments below, why don't you tell me what your favorite twin-stick shooter is? Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button, and if you like what I'm doing in general, share or subscribe. Have a good one.